Welcome to this short screencast which will show you how to access the latest UK legislation. So if you type in your browser legislation.gov.uk, as I've done already at the top, and you'll come up with a home page looking something similar to this, but obviously, as you're all aware, home pages can change slightly. Now I've got the option of either searching legislation here on the right hand side, or you've got the tab over here which is browse legislation. Both will provide you the same options. So here I'm going to give you an example. We're going to look for the Education Act. So I'm going to type that in as we talk. Don't need capital letters in it at all. And I'm going to make an assumption I don't know what the current year is of the Act. And that's something really important to be aware of, because the Acts do get refreshed and you might not necessarily have the most up-to-date Act. And you need to make sure that when you are using legislation that you do provide the most up-to-date legislation, or the most relevant one if you're reviewing past legislation. And let's pop that in the search. And what will happen in a minute is you'll come across a page and we've got over 200 results here. So we're going to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to try again just to show you. So I'm going to type in here Education Act, no year. But this time I'm just going to go to UK Public General Acts. You'll still find it, but it reduces the search options considerably. And it's generally UK legislation that you're looking for. So now we're down to 61, and we've got our fifth one down, Education Act 2011. So this is the most up-to-date one and the relevant one that we're looking for. So we click on there. And then what you'll see is the table of contents with the information that you'll require for the Act. And this is where you'll get the information to help you reference that. And I've got another video on how to reference legislation within the playlist that you'll see. And here you'll see Education Act 2011. And you've got C21, that means Chapter 21, and that gets included in your reference title. And we've got here on the left hand side what version is the latest version available. So that's the one that we want. If I wanted to print the actual Act, I can go into here and print PDF, and that will bring that up. Okay, and that is as simple as that. So let's look for one other one. Let's look for the Data Protection Act. So I'm going to use the UK Public General Acts again, no date. Press search and see what happens. So it just takes its time. So we've got a couple here, and we're going to use the most up-to-date one. We're going to use the Data Protection Act 1998. So we click on there. And again, on the left-hand side, the latest available. So we know it's the correct one. The Data Protection Act 1998, and that one is Chapter 29, and again that gets included in your reference list. And remembering that when you do reference it, obviously you can have a look at the video, but the whole Act is the title, and that includes the date, so all of that goes in italics, both in text and in your reference list. And there you go. That is it, as simple as that. So that's where you find your legislation, legislation.gov.uk. Have a search at the top using the browser, using the tab over here. If you don't remember to put UK Public General Acts, then all legislation will be fine. You will find it. Okay, thank you for listening.